unboxing of my Victa Whippersnapper. Recently my Victa Whippersnapper just died. I think I probably did not use it properly. So I had to buy a new Whippersnapper and I'm going to unbox it today. Hopefully everyone can learn from it and probably do it better. So you need a knife to keep the box open so that damage in the box, just in case if you have to change or something. And once we open the box, then I'll show you the parts. I'll show you how to do it slowly. I'll bring it here so that we can cut the edge. I'll show you how to do that gradually. This will allow you to do it very neatly so that you are not damaging the box, just in case if you have to reuse or you may even have to return. The last time when I bought, I couldn't really cut it, and then I have to return it and they didn't really like it. So we need to be careful about, but you have to be very careful with the knife. The knife is very sharp, so I want you to be careful about all these things. Let's start. I'll cut this area too. It's all clean cut. At the edge. Cut this edge too. Keep this safe. That's the most important thing. Once you finish this one, do not use the scissors. It will cut it and keep it safe. See, it's very hard to open. Without damaging the box, it's very hard. So even after paying all the attention, it is still not cutting properly. Means what? It is still having some design issues. See, it should just smoothly come, but it's not coming. So I'm hoping that Victa will fix the design issue next time, because you can't make such a good product and pack it poorly. Like, who got the time to damage all these things? Like, I saw another video, same problem. They have the same issue, and they put it out there. The play Victa didn't pay attention to those videos, so I'm really keen for them to pay attention to what customers say, because we are not tradespeople. We are regular people who want to buy something and open it. So we don't want to be in a situation where we got to get a professional person to come and open a box for you. Should be much easier, but anyway, we're trying to do it as best we can. We're trying to be as diligent and careful Okay, we open the box. I'll show you the parts. If you look around, you see the parts. So these are the let me assemble this and find out how we can do that. Let me read the assembly information. So, pretty complicated these things to read. They are not really fixed for ordinary people. Trimmer assembly, bump head. The first part is the handle assembly. So remove the screws from the handle. So this is the first thing to do. You have to fix the handle and remove that, and I'll come back to it in a minute. It has a special screwdriver. So with the Allen key, you got to do this one, and it allows you to open. See, not the regular screwdriver. It moves very fast. So once you are fixing it, it will come. So the assembly is complete. If you look at it, you can see the parts assembled and it's connected. I'll tell you the difficulties I found. I found connecting this bit difficult, as these two things are not aligned properly. If you look at it, there's a gap. If you look at it carefully, you notice that there is an element of gap between these two, and it's not perfectly aligned, which may be a design issue. And again, here it's not very complicated. However, I found this difficult in relation to the coupling. And this bit is not that complicated again, and they provide you the material. But one thing I noticed in this whole machine is last time, about 2.5 years ago, I bought a similar machine, and it came with a spare head. So this is what they call a bump head, which is mostly the kind of residential usage. And I found so for example, if you look at this one, this is what they call a bump head, which is relatively easy but looks very complicated, the pictures and everything. Again, they all think that the people who are designing generally think that people who are using this are all very clever, technically minded people. I think the opposite is true. Majority of people are technically not that skilled. They understand. So you need to make sure that the system is good. Whereas last time when I bought, it came with a spare head. So I could have removed this head and put on those, what they call the professional looking head, which is bit better for hardy jobs at home. And I don't know what happened this time. I may have to buy a spare one. I'm going to give a call to Bunnings anyway and ask them what's really happening. But I think I'm getting ready, so I'm going to put the fuel. And this is an important thing to keep in mind. The fuel oil mix. I think that's where I made the biggest mistake, and I blew my previous mower, it is 1:50. So the capacity of this fuel tank is 550 mil. So I'll tell you that the best thing is to premix the fuel, which I made a mistake. That should have been the simple instruction. I think the trouble is Victa or everyone think that this is very simple. Everyone knows, everyone is expert. Actually, not the case. Most of us are home-based people. We have no expertise in these matters. We never used this before. And even if you use, so it says 50:1, which is clearly says a 2-stroke engine, mix ratio 51. So basically means it's a 500 mil petrol you buy and add 10 mils of 2-stroke oil, which is very important, and then you keep it and then pour it. The mistake I made was I poured the petrol and then I poured the oil after that. Probably did not mix very well, and it blew my machine. So I'll show you the last part of the video, which is primarily how I'm going to use it. Thanks for watching. It is time to fill the petrol. As I told you before, it is 1:50. So it is showing that for 50 fuel, 1 unit of oil. So this takes 500 mil. So we'll be adding 10 mils of oil. And I'm going to be very careful this time compared to the previous time. So I have a 10 mil small container. I can add up 10 liters oil. And this is a measuring jar, which I never used before. So I'm going to use this measuring jar and pour 250 mil and make it 500 mil, and then mix it and then pour it. So I had the oil. If you look at it, that is 10 mil, and I'm going to pour this to mix it. So properly mixed oil and petrol should be of this color, whereas last time my petrol was just no color. And I'm going to pour the oil mixed petrol to the tank, and it's going to be sufficiently colored and properly mixed. I should have learned this before, because the advantage is that then you take the guessing game out of it. Even if you pour some oil back or petrol back, that's fine. I mean, you're only pouring those oil and petrol, which is already pre-mixed. Otherwise, the trouble is you're going to make mistakes and things are going to fall off. Now the Whippersnapper is ready to get started. So let me see how it gets started. I will get the machine working. Hopefully it will get started. The machine and see how it goes. It is ready to clean up everything, and I'll take it for a ride. The Whippersnapper is finished, and I cleaned up the box. So I'm very happy that I could put the box back, which is generally difficult for me. So I will organize everything, and I'll send you the next video regarding how this is performing, because it's all looking good, but it makes sure that it cuts the grass. Especially I got some tall grass around my back of the property. So thank you, Victa. I will post my opinion again, but again my summary is it's not that complicated to fix. However, Victa, keep in mind, not everyone is an expert. We all need to have some knowledge, and some of your instruction can be made simple. And also, I'm disappointed that you are not having the cast iron head as part of the package. I assumed it was there. It was my mistake. So next time, I'm hoping that you at least include everything what is there, rather than hoping that things could be for a surprise. Happy trimming.